welcome back to Half Elite, and welcome to my first iRacing video. Yes, we're going to head and try out iRacing. It's new, it's fun, and, well, I guess it's a computer game. I don't know. Don't have a ton of experience on computers, but I've been driving this for a couple days, and I really like it. I was just doing a couple of practice races, and I was like, thought I'd record one and go ahead and put it up on YouTube. Obviously, I've not been on for a while. That has been mostly me just getting, like, completely absorbed in this. But yeah, definitely very fun. So go ahead and show you. What I'm mostly going to be doing is ovals, and you might notice the safety rating is very low if you know anything about iRacing, 1.73. That is what happens when you jump into a couple of races not knowing how much they matter and realizing that they really do, and that if you do something stupid in those races, your safety rating will go way down. And at the point where I was getting kicked out of races for getting like 17 incident points after like 5 laps or something, that definitely hurts it. It was down to like 1.4, so anyways, it's getting back up. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and join into a race practice here for the Street Stock Series at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Sim should be loading up anytime. Yeah, anyways, I do have some lightning going on, so obviously you probably won't be able to hear that, but I will be commentating when that happens because, me, I guess, I don't know. Water. Okay, anyways, so I guess we're loading in now. This will probably be another minute or so, just knowing how this works. Takes a little while. But just gonna go ahead and talk about iRacing itself. It's definitely a very fun game. I personally like it. I've been doing it for 3 or 4 days, and I've bounced back and forth from. I kind of just started out trying to like do solo practices, figuring out how it works. That was about the first like night, and then like half a day, and then the second half of day 2, I guess, was getting into practices, and then that night I did my first race. And yeah, since then I've pretty much been doing races and practices. But yeah, so 10 minutes until the actual Pro Stock race starts. So we'll go ahead and get 10 minutes of practice in. Just explaining how iRacing as a whole works. I mean, it's very simple and very complex at the same time. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of random noises in the background from iRacing attempting to blow out my eardrums. Ear lives matter. I don't know. Try to see what is the deal with this. Why is it so much smaller? Something about this is wrong. It's like there. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little bigger. Maybe I can. Is it full screen? Maybe. Possibly. There we go. Full screen. It's not gonna be able to. It wasn't able to be full screen on the home screen. I don't know why. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and hop into this first practice. We got 299 people registered. 301 now. It's very weird for me trying to get this pit road stuff going. I mean, just simply because I'm like I'm not good at keeping the speed down low, but I'm kind of used to just going full throttle, which this is why I liked Charlotte so much more than just the other, like, Thompson or USA Speedway or something. Real quick, I've got some type of issue where it's playing sound through my headphones and through the speaker, so I'm going to go ahead and try to see if I can mess with that once I get through this corner. And someone is just spamming all of the number chat buttons up there, so, yeah, there might be some reverb here for a second. Well, I guess there probably would be reverb. You get what I mean, ish, if you know technology. Now we're gonna go ahead and see if I'm still getting sound through my headphones, and of course I'm not. So I am gonna go ahead and drop back into pit road to see if I can get this stuff work out. My goodness. Nothing can ever just work right. I swear. Gosh dang it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go back down to the pits. Being honest, while I downshift here, I'm probably gonna end up blowing out my engine or something. off track. Hey, look at that off track warning. Not warning. Incident points, my least favorite part of iRacing. Me just attempting to figure out sound stuff gets me a lower safety rate. And we get a speeding penalty. We're just gonna go ahead and just, like, brake here and reset. Anyways, it might be a second before I get this crap sorted out because technology is technology and can never work right. Okay, apparently it was really simple. My headphones were not actually plugged in all the way, so I'm stupid. Here we go. Give you a little time update. It's now 8:54. It's now 8:54, so I know I said that twice, but race should be starting race session should be starting in about 6 minutes. At least that's when the warning will come up. Almost shifted into what would have been 6th gear. That would have been bad. I've just been sitting in neutral. I guess it wouldn't have been too much terrible. It would have just been... Oh, that dude is coming up and about to wreck. So I had actually attempted to record 2 races before this, and one of the races, the internet just stopped working and I didn't get any race in at all. I had to just stop there and, like, do random practices or whatever. And the other one I ended up winning. It was my first iRacing win after a bunch of cars just wrecking everywhere. And the reason why I was not able to do anything with those was because the mic sound was very, very quiet combined with the... I had to turn up all the speakers and stuff just to barely hear myself talking, combined with the fact that I also had the in-game sound very loud. So it was like blowing out your eardrums loud. Just 1 for some reason. I don't know if that was attempting to type the number 1, but 1. So yeah, Ryan Moore 5 1. Come at me, bro. I forget what 1 is. I don't pay attention to just pushing numbers to say words. Typically, I'd say words to say words. But yeah. Anyways, plus I've got my wheel over here and then my keyboard over to the side. I do a lot of, like, moving around to touch, like, hit F1 or F2 or F3 on my keyboard to switch between relative on practices and races, standings in qualifying, and then occasionally the lap timing thing, just like whenever in qualifying, like if I'm if I'm not in the top 7, or like if yeah, anyways. I'm listening to my brother and sister play Fortnite in the background, so if you hear gunshots, that's them shooting shotguns and poning noobs. Dude, 6 car, really? 6 car, what the frick? Wow. Clay Tomsky, don't merge up in front of everyone. And learn how to drive. Don't cut down in front. I swear, just... I get so nervous when I'm doing this because of the safety rating crap. The system is so busted. But, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in life that's busted. Ethan's life lessons. 135. Very slow lap there. I'm gonna kind of be calling out lap times and then just stuff that pops into my head. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. If this guy does not spin, we're gonna have 3 guys right there. Oh, this guy was the guy in the race before me that, like, was just wrecking every lap. So, okay. If we can get to lap 25, we will continue on a 4 safety rating, which does not look like we are going to get anywhere close to that, as it's 8:58, so 2 minutes until we'll be hopping into the next session. 137.784. Most of my laps are up in the 140s, but, like, when I'm trying to deal with lap cars like this guy, and that... Okay. similar to that crap, I'm gonna end up getting slower laps. For a second, I thought that red car up there was stopped. Anyways, we'll go ahead and see how many laps we can get in. Obviously, the safety rating stuff doesn't matter as much in practice, but it still matters. I don't know. If only there was like a 24 hours of like something that was an oval race. I know that seems obnoxiously repetitive even to a racing fan, from the point of just, you're like, even 3 hours can get a little repetitive for a racing fan. Though then again, football is just throwing the ball back and forth and occasionally running it on the ground with whoever. I don't think football is boring. I think all games just have their general stereotype, like all sports or whatever. Football is just throw the ball back and forth, but like, I think all games just have their general stereotypes, but they're interesting for reasons other than that. But a 24-hour IndyCar or NASCAR oval race just sounds boring. Lap time flashed across the screen, but I was not able to read it because I was talking about a 24-hour IndyCar race and how football is more interesting than just throwing the ball back and forth, but whatever. Maybe we get 10 laps in here before it pops the thing up that says I have to go to the race, but, yeah. Should be coming to lap 10 here. I think that would mean that I would be getting 9 laps done, but, yeah. I never know how low I'm allowed to go on that, because obviously if you go like 4 tires below it, it's going to count you for off track, but like, am I allowed to go 2 tires, or like, if I touch it? Like, I mean, I've touched it before and it's not counted me for it, but like, I don't know if it's like dividing your car in half and saying like if it goes below or above this line, it's off track or not. There it is, qualifying for the session is about to begin. Click race on the replay screen to join. I wish it would just like give you, I wish you didn't have to stop. That's what I really wish. But other than that, still stopping, I wish that it just gave you a button that you could click out of it. I'm stopping in the entrance to pit lane. This is not a great idea. Go ahead and click escape to get out of this. Anyways, we should be going to the race here just about anytime soon. There it is. We are now loading. Welcome to Charlotte. Again. Why it takes so long for it to load, it makes no sense. It's just like you have to load the cars in. Like, you're on the same track. It doesn't matter. But apparently it does. Water. Yeah. Anyways, should be loading into this race really quickly. I'll go ahead and try to maneuver my mic around so it's a little easier to work with. Sound looks like it's still working fine. Sorry if my breath is annoying, but nah, whatever. Jeopardy theme song. I can't sing it because copyright, but I would. There we go. 3 minutes of practice, 1 minute remaining. My question is, like, no one's ever in there, so, like, why not give everyone, like, a minute to load in? I mean, sure, it's an extra minute, they have to have a session open, but, like, those sessions don't really have to be open long as it's a clean race and everyone's not having to, like, brake check to avoid the idiots in the session. It's like, first of all, I think this is just me making a suggestion that will never actually get seen by the iRacing people, but I think that they should make it, like, less, like, you don't have to get as high, like, either make it less corners per incident to get a 3 or 4 safety rating, or make it so that you only have to get, like, I guess they wouldn't be able to move it down because you start at 2.5, so just make it less corners per incident, because the amount of just people driving around, like, thinking this is NASCAR heat and just dooring people everywhere. There's the checkered flag in the session already. And another thing about iRacing is it's harder to drive. Not only is it like obviously just not steering a thing with a controller where it's just left, right, or straight. Qualifying session. Go ahead and I'm gonna end up going ahead and switching into F2 here. Shift into first gear. These off-roads are so tedious. Like, even if it's the off-roads that it's like, I hate off-roads. Like, especially in qualifying. Like, why do you have to have an off-road for qualifying? Like, I mean, obviously it's there, but like, why make people use it for qualifying when in real life, like, just look at Indy 500 qualifying. Everyone comes straight off pit road and into turn 1. They don't, like, take the off-road to the backstretch. And IndyCar has an extra lap, which, like, when you're racing IndyCars like Daytona or something, your first lap is essentially just a pseudo warm-up lap, and then you get, like, one actual lap. But, yeah. Now on the backstretch here. Saying as I got going a little late, standings there'll probably be people popping up before me in terms of times. Typically, I try to get into stuff really quickly so I can get it over with. Brian Gerard on the pole right now. Of course, that is after one lap. I am 4th out of 5. And that's continuing to drop because, again, I'm not really trying to... I don't know, I am going full throttle all the way around this track. I just don't know the line very well. I'm trying to drive NASCARs, not pre stock. I legit didn't know this series existed. Like, the thing that I'm, like, I mean, you could just say that this is like a very low-tech NASCAR almost. It's not, but like, it kind of looks like it. Like, oh, I mean, a person that doesn't know much about it could probably look at this and say it's a NASCAR, but then again, a person who doesn't know about this might look at this and say it's an IndyCar, so who knows. But yeah, looks like we're 6th right now. Yep, so I never know what to do on these warm-ups laps, like these cool-down laps. Do I just, like, drive, or do I not drive, or do I not? I mean, it doesn't matter, but yeah, 36.988, so at least we're not down to the 37s. When I'm down on the 37s, I know it's going to be a lot slower. So I try to get up into the 36s, but again, I don't know the racing line. And to be honest, if you were even a little faster, you probably would have gained like 5 spots. Whoop. And speeding on pit road for no reason. Well, maybe I don't. Never mind. Water. And you might wonder why I'm whispering water into the mic. I'm not trying to make this some type of ASMR thing or something, but like, just every time I take a drink of water, I don't know. This should work. There we go. So, looks like we're going to be starting 7th. Yep, there we go, 7th. Brian Gerard on the pole. If only, like, it'd be nice if it showed you what their first lap versus their second lap was and, like, highlighted their best lap in red. Like, what they do on yours. But you can... Must have been that if you get it into that point, it just doesn't count the lap. Would have been interesting to see what that lap time was. Got a minute to the grid, and then obviously when you're on the grid, you got an extra 2 minutes till you actually start moving, but... yeah, I always think it's funny these people down at the bottom that, like, just don't have times. Like, it makes sense if there's a couple, like 1 or 2, like, just a person that was, like, AFK and, like, just, it, like, they were registered for it, so it loaded them in, but, like, 5, or I guess there's 4 in this race, but, like, 4 people that just didn't do a qualifying lap, and somehow they're always there for the race, too. 12 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grid walk. Not grid walk, what am I saying? Grid. I mean, if Michael Waltrip wants to make this a grid walk, he can bring his tacos out and make sure Denny Hamlin's here, but
Alright, man,
that's
we're
a
going
terrible
green next
joke.
time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
So should I go to standings or should I go to relative? I guess I should go to relative, I don't know. I've got the card sitting in first gear, so whenever it lets you do it, it'll pop it down to first. Anyways, just pretty much 2 minutes of sitting here. I mean, I guess it might not be 2 minutes if everyone gets loaded in, but for some reason, no one, does that. So, yeah, we've got 10th through 12th that just have not loaded in. I don't know why people just sit here and rev. I guess it doesn't matter, because if you go into the fueling thing, it says you have, an estimated 133 laps, which I find a little amazing, but I guess, I don't know. $40 now. So we'll be starting on the inside lane. Looks like I'm going to be 7th. I always try to be in the top 7 so I can be on the standings board, but again, it doesn't matter. Looks like just about everyone's loaded in. Should hear the clunk of the car dropping into gear whenever yep, there we go. Everyone's in. There it is. And you can just hear everyone in the background. That's the funniest part about it. No. Another funny part is just the people creeping forward and then coming backwards too, because when you creep forward, it disables your brake. Here we go. Oh, whoa, 12 car.
Past the 12, past the car.
Typically end up shifting into second gear on these because the pace car is not just idling and moves. Oh, hey, 11, just don't. Oh, okay. Get on the brakes probably. Yeah.
Left up 10, car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
The 10 car is bumping the 3 car, so I just don't want to be near that. That's my excuse. Hey, 13, can you not hit me? Okay, I'll go ahead. Just swing it into relative. Where's the standings? Why did it go straight from standings to fuel? Anyways, should be getting the green this time. Lining up behind the 10 car. Hopefully no one brake checks anyone. Brake checks? What am I talking about? Hopefully no one brake checks anyone. There we go. Here we go. I had one race where there was a guy in the chat that was like, everyone floor it as soon as the pace car comes off. Which is pretty much what everyone does, but they try to get you to wait for the lights, but no one does that. Here we go, 4th gear, so just full throttle essentially for the rest of this race and then turn. As long as there's no wrecking, which there will be, but yeah, anyways. No passing yet, everyone's getting in a Daytona level single file line here. But still swerving around for some reason. It doesn't make sense. Rookie class doesn't make sense. Draft this 11 car grid. I didn't even know how... These cars are fast enough to get draft, right? I mean, obviously it's not going to be as far out as a NASCAR would, but they can get draft, right? Looks like there's some type of stuff now going on for leaders. It's always... I always, can't... it's kind of interesting when these guys are in big packs, but they don't wreck. Obviously, they're going to wreck at some point. That's just how this stuff works. There it is. Why is it that as soon as I say they're going to wreck, they wreck? So we're going to be up to 5th now.
But yeah, it seems like it's not even like when I say they're gonna wreck, they wreck sometime later on. I'm like, oh, hold up. Like, this is just like they wreck as soon as I say it. I see up there. I'm pretty much driving, just like spectating what's happening up here, and then turning, like occasionally trying to get in the draft for a lot. I have figured out that it's pretty much draft because I got like 142.5 laps when I was right behind this guy, and then I'm getting like 140 laps right now. So there is some draft. 142.821, yeah, more evidence there. 36 instead of laps down on 37. Well, yeah, laps down on 37. And everyone goes down to the very bottom too. Like, this isn't Indy, and this isn't Indy cars. Like you don't need to go down to the very bottom next to the apron. And speaking of Indy cars, Indy, I'm so confused why they always just sit on the like they go back down to the inside wall or whatever. Like, it clearly has some benefit or they wouldn't be doing it, but like 142.913, very fast laps getting kicked off here. That 10 car looked a little loose for a second. The thing about this is people will get loose, and then the problem is not them getting into the wall. They'll recover just fine, but then they'll come down in front of something. Yep, he's in the wall. Wrecking this corner. Well, never mind, they're back in a single file line. That 10 car has to have some serious sense of things there. I do not have any yet, so that's definitely help. There it is. 10 car just flat out turned him. And he's about to flat out get me wrecked if he doesn't. Dude, just like, bro, give me some room. I have no room here, bro. And you don't bump me. Don't bump me. I'm just having to get below the gosh dang apron to try to make sure that I don't get hit. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. Can we get a brain here? Like, can someone give me any room? I'll stay in 5th place. Whatever. The guy that was just right in front of me is now rocketing off to the lead, while everyone else moves around back here. I'm just trying to stay behind them so I can get the draft. 7 car to the inside of that 10 car. So, hopefully Danica can get past. And yes, I do say Danica, because these guys are driving like her. Oh my gosh, don't door me! I swear, someone's getting wrecked. I hope it's this guy. Seriously. The gosh dang 10 car. I wouldn't mind if the 7 car gets caught up in it, but he doesn't deserve it. This 10 car has just been racing everyone like it's freaking Martinsville. It's not Martinsville. It's like, this is Charlotte. This is not supposed to touch people. It's iRacing. If you touch someone, it essentially kills your safety rating for that race. Hope this guy stays in rookie forever, because once he changes his driving, he will. A little road rage here. Not taking it out on anyone. Oh, yep, hit him. And 142.150. I've got this 13 car right on my butt, but at least he's been driving me clean. They're not driving each other clean. That 7 car just wrecked himself. Pretty much just came up into the 10 car and then spun. Finally, we're up to 4th place. On lap 10 now, so can we do 11 go? 140.696. Up to 4th place. I already knew that, but whatever. The weird thing about the iRacing scoring system is it scores you every lap, but it tells you if you're behind the leader at the lap, even if you're like wrecking and it's like, you just passed the leader, like, you're still going to be in like 3rd or 4th place if it was the leader wrecking with other people around them. try to see if we can get this 10-inch draft and make past him. 141.906. I'm gonna have to do it at the outside if I want to pass him. He's not gonna give you the inside. The only inside he's gonna give you is if you want to go down to the apron, because if you don't, that's probably. This guy seems like me when I first started playing this game, like doesn't know what safety rating is. And oh, he got loose. He got loose. And I'll take that spot. Nope, he's gonna door me again. Oh, okay. Whatever. 141.258 after getting out of the gas to avoid this moron up here. Oh, okay. Okay. That moment there. It's entirely my fault there. Lost a bit of time to him, about half a second to him. And it's funny because these cars that aren't going very fast, half a second doesn't seem too obnoxiously crazy. But like in NASCAR, half a second is like forever, unless one person's on old tires and the other's on new ones. Good grief, what is he doing? Now he's getting cut back down. This guy does not know how to drive. Try to stay behind him and get in the draft. So we're on coming to lap 14. So 7 to go this time by. Oh goodness. Goodness gracious. Outside. Don't door me. Don't. Are we clear? Clear. Look at that. I just pretty much got myself loose. Don't hit me. Don't. Come on. There we go. Clear again. And he just bumped me. And now he's in the wall. And now I'm getting incident points for something that he didn't even touch me. That is a ghost contact. Or whatever. At least he's now behind me finally. We're in third place as long as the leaders don't wreck. We will probably finish there. We'll try to bob and weave here because I'm about to just let this guy by. I don't like. I mean, he's gonna hit the wall every few laps. But like, don't really, dude. Don't bump me. Don't bump me. Put me in the freaking wall, bro. What the crap? He just put me in the wall. Just took himself out, but that's gonna kill my safety rating. Wow. Apparently no one knows how to drive. It's like, it seems like everyone here knows how to drive, but the one, like, turd in the punch bowl just decides to ruin everything. And they're always up near the front. It's not the lap cars that are wrecking you. Occasionally a lap car will come around and just run out of like skill and just take you out, but most of the time it's the one person that thinks this is NASCAR Heat 4 and races you like there's no problem turning. And from the standpoint of it's a video game, there isn't, but from the standpoint of safety rating and trying to be a good person and like not wrecking people, I don't know, I don't. Like, I'm not gonna like report the people because first of all I don't know how to do that, and second of all, like, I don't know if it's just a person that's new to the game, but I mean that's what you get when you're really fast. It's just anyways, now that I'm off of we are on lap 18 coming to lap 19 out of 20. In fourth place, about 8/10 behind Matthew Dorsha, who has raced me clean this whole race. Thank you. I think that guy just disconnected. So good grief, the 10 car's not thankful. Got a lap car in here between us two and the two leaders. We'll see how these last 2 laps go. Maybe the leaders get in a wreck or something. They look like they're side by side up there, if I can see it right. They are 4 seconds up the road, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I have seen the leaders wreck on the last lap, trying to win a race. And he's getting loosened up in the wall, maybe? Off the... no, saved it. White flag. You just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go. I get it, I'm in rookie, but I know what the white flag is. 140.991. Oh, 13 cars getting a little loose. I don't think we're going to be able to capitalize there. I think it's just his line. Leaders up there going side by side. Here they come into the final corner. This guy going low. Does not look like he's going to get it though. And off of turn 4, looks like they're going to race him cleanly. And your winner is Tag Corrigan. Good job to him. Finished 4th. Second was Stephen Benson 2. Third was Matthew Yorsha. 4th was me. 5th was Brian Gerard. I don't know how to say that. 6th is Gary Longo. 7th is Michael Bonarth. I'm not going to read the rest of them because I frankly don't. 8th is Joe Agnello. Nice job to the top 8 there. The winner has manually disconnected, so nice job to him. Finished 4th. Safety rating will probably drop because of the 10 car who doesn't know how to drive. But yeah, anyways, that has been another half elite video. This is my first video on iRacing. Hope that you guys have enjoyed. And when I get myself into my pit stall here. Oh yes, here's a trick. Oh no, I'm gonna die! No, I'm not. And just phasing through people like it's nothing.
That's it, go.
I love iRacing's logic. Anyways, that has been Half Elite iRacing. I'll probably be doing more episodes of this soon, but yep. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.